Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. The third reason why extremism is rejected strongly in the teaching of Islam, because some of those extremists claim to pursue their extremism in the name of establishing caliphate or in the name of establishing Islamic State. Let me first say that I'm not here to deny the possibility of scholarly discourse that our scholars are talking and discussing about what does it mean to be an Islamic State. What is the meaning of Khilafah in al-Islam? As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنِّي جَاعِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً. What does it mean that Allah create Khalifa on this earth? Our scholars are certainly differ on the interpretation of Khilafah and the interpretation of Islamic State. And I'm not here to say that we don't have any right to discuss it. But in any way, any Muslim claim to establish an Islamic State, but from the very beginning there is no Islam at all in terms of their behavior, in terms of their moral ground, in terms of their human connection with others. So what kind of Islamic State that you're talking about? And let me just remind you once again, coming back to the history of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he migrated to Medina. We didn't find anywhere in the Holy Quran that Prophet Muhammad established Medina as an Islamic State, or the Khilafah of Islamiyah al-Madinah. When Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam wanted to start the public matter with the people, he involved all segments of the society. We know that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam did the first ever, what possibly people will call today state management or public management, where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam created the first ever civic constitution in the human history, and that is called Charter of Medina, Ahad Medina, as we may know in Arabic language. In the process, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam invited all segments of Medina society. He invited the Jews to the table. He invited the Christians groups to the tables. He invited even the pagans, the mushrikun, to come and share their opinions on how to live together in this city called Medina. Why Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, despite that he is the Prophet, not only someone who is claimed to be a Muslim scholar that never studied Islam, he is a prophet. Allah appointed him prophet. Allah revealed down the Holy Quran to him directly through Jibril alayhi salatu wasalam. Yet Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam invited all the people, including the pagans, the mushrikun, to come to the table and talk about how to manage the state, the country. And so in the process, Rasulullah involved all. And certainly that is not an Islamic state when you involve everyone else. That is a civic state. So to talk about Islamic State again, I'm not here to reject the possibility of discussion. What I'm talking about is when people claim to represent a Muslim or represent the Islamic teaching in establishing an Islamic State, but their character, their attitude, their behavior is completely against the teaching of Islam, then what kind of Islamic State they're talking about? And I think there is a scholar who said very popularly, very well known, when he said, أقم دولة الإسلام في نفسك تقم دولة الإسلام في بلدك. Establish an Islamic state in your own personal life. The Islamic state will establish by itself. If every Muslim in any Muslim country can practice Islam properly, which is based on universal values that I mentioned earlier, mercy, compassion, prosperity, happiness, being kind to all people, then I'm sure that in the process you don't have to name it. You don't have to give title. You don't have to have different kind of formal terms. Islamic State will establish by itself. Muslim will not steal. Muslim will not corrupt. Muslim will not kill. Muslims will not commit adultery and fornication. Muslims will be kind to their neighbors because they know what Islam is all about. So again, extremists oftentimes claim that they are representing an Islamic state, and that itself is something that needs to be discussed, that in the process I'm sure can be very easily rejected. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.